Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you a cool feature on Google Forms. It's called Locked Mode. Before we get there though, you're going to want to make sure you know some of the basics with Google Forms. So this is just kind of a silly form that I created. It's not a real quiz, obviously. But in my form, if I want to make this a quiz, you'll notice that this form is worth 2 points. In order to get point values for questions and make this a quiz, you need to go to the settings icon. Click on settings, and then you'll notice collect email address, limit to one response, all pretty basic. If we go over to quizzes, I just have to move this little knob over to make this a quiz. And what that allows you to do is to assign point values and to let students know if they got a question correct or incorrect. Okay, and you can change this if you want to release their grade immediately or after you review it. That's up to you. You can also tell them if they want to see the questions that they missed, the correct answers, or the point values. I like to eliminate this correct answers and then give them feedback, but that's totally up to you. So we save that, and now we have made a quiz. However, if you want to assign those point values and tell which question or which answer is correct, you're going to click on whatever question you're on and this word answer key. So once I click on answer key, I can adjust these point values however much I want this to be. I'm just going to make it 1 point. And then I can also choose the correct answer when there's something strange in your neighborhood. Who are you going to call? Obviously the Ghostbusters, so that is our correct answer there. And then you can click done. And that means that any students that click Ghostbusters will get a point. Any student that clicks something else will not get a point. Okay, so that's the basics of a Google quiz. However, that locked mode is the second thing that kind of really enhances this. So if we go back over to settings and back to this quizzes section, right underneath making it a quiz, you also have the option of turning on locked mode. So when you turn on locked mode, okay, you'll notice that it automatically changes these settings. You can't change those. But now we have this new setting on. We're going to save that. And what that does, and it even reminds us, hey, that we did that up at the top of our Google form. What that does is it not only allows students to take this and earn point values, it says once they open this form, they cannot open another tab on their Chromebook. So during this quiz time, they can't stop it, pull up a tab, search all the answers, and then go back to the quiz. Okay. The other kind of cool thing is that it gives you updates if something a little bit fishy happens. So I had a student respond to this already just to kind of test and make sure that it did work, and it did. They opened it up. They didn't take the quiz at first because they saw it was kind of silly, and then they decided that they wanted to take it eventually. So I got an email that looks like this. And it said, hey, this student opened this quiz at this time and at this time. So if a student ever does open a quiz and then reopen it, you'll be notified immediately to let you know that that is happening. So it not only stops students from opening tabs, but stops them from reopening quizzes multiple times, or at least you'll be notified if they do. Okay, so if we go back here, that's our basics of lock mode. The only issue that you may run into is a student that is not using a school Chromebook. If they are not using a school Chromebook, they will get a message that they do not have access to this quiz. So I would encourage any student that has a school Chromebook to use their Chromebook. If they have registered their device with Danny or with IT at the school, they can still use this feature. However, they just need to make sure that their synced account is also their school account. What I mean by that, if you go over here, you'll see that my synced account right now is my school email. Some students have this synced account as their personal email. They will just need to sign out first to be able to use the feature. And then Google will recognize that it's not their personal email trying to access this quiz. It is the school email. So basics of Google Quiz and locking a quiz. I hope this was helpful to you guys. Good luck using this feature.